Arizona will kick off to get things underway. So NC State's offense takes the field. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Had to throw it before he wanted. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Let's talk for a second about NC State. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. You've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David, a lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the all-season was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
So the Arizona Wildcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just getting touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that, and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Arizona right back to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. Anderson will throw. Grab near the marker. It's Butler. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Offside defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, looking for a man. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Arizona. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And, man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TD.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. Breaks into the open. Quick step and go. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
How how nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense set on first down. Looking to throw, it's Burks. Got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more press coverage or playing some zone coverage where the corner's right up on him.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off, and by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. There he goes. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Snagged in the middle. It's Clinton. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big...
Touchdown, Arizona. A great catch and run for 6.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Burks. Extending the play. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He wants to change this route. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He's taking the shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Here comes the heat. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Butler. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Anderson wants to throw. Under fire. That's caught. It's Buck. Looks as if Arizona will have enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Wildcats want to crank the tempo. Grab near the sticks. It's Clinton. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Direct snap. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying play action. Lets it go to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The field goal is no good, and the margin remains at 7 after the miss. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Sends it back in motion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. To the ground with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Dropping back, it's Burks. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Second down, they'll go to the air. Buys a little extra time. Got it in the middle. It's Hall. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. NC State will line up with a first and goal. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it past the marker. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Anderson will throw. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks, it's Butler. Nice move to keep running. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Buck. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Arizona going back to work with another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Arizona in a hurry. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Anderson wants to throw. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. He wants it all. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Off the play fake on first down. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Anderson will throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Hauls it in at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and turning it on. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Sneaks it into the end zone. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Can the defense stop them again on... And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, NC State!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Leaves it with the back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Arizona right back to the line. They try to pop a run on the draw. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. Anderson wants to throw. Fires on the move. He's open on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Arizona runs out the punt tee. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The give to the tailback. There he goes! And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Burks. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab on the left. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's complete to the right. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. 1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the returner is stopped. This drive will open from the 15. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. Right down the gut of the field. The 40. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. A first down run in the red zone. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, hold on. Can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
He's got it. Touchdown, Arizona! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome. But this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in San Antonio. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to USF.
Quickly to the tight end.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Power football with the run. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Yeah, that's what my old college coach used to call Red Snoopy. Little QB sneak. Just get it, tuck your head down, drive those legs, get the first.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. The toss sweep to the right. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Dropping back, it's Burks. It's complete to the left. At the 35, he's loose. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback looks for a little space. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And he tried the quarterback sneak to try to sneak it on the defense, but it was not effective. It went absolutely nowhere. Actually, it did. It went backwards. Stuffed on that play.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Barrels ahead. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. I think you got to try to win it here. Don't run the risk of going to overtime. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. To throw, it's Burks. Dances away. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Okay, 1-possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. He's going to take off. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Under fire. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.